To avenge his son, he used his connections to secure a new identity, then forcibly suppressed his abilities to infiltrate the security company that had been robbed. Soon, the day arrived, the last Friday of the month. Mace and the captain began their routine shift as usual. But then, the captain abruptly shut off all the cameras in the vehicle. He then directly informed Mace of the upcoming events, warning him not to act recklessly. He assured Mace that as long as he followed orders obediently, he would guarantee Mace remained unharmed. It turned out the person liaising with the robbers was none other than his own captain. They proceeded to a warehouse and executed the prearranged plan, successfully infiltrating the company's interior and subduing all personnel in the vault. Just as they prepared to have the guard open the main gate, the guard instead activated the alarm system. Hearing the alert, internal security guards immediately raised their weapons. However, the team used the captain as a hostage to force their surrender. Seeing this, several guards complied, quickly taking cover and retrieving backup weapons. As the robbers advanced, the guards fired, but the robbers wore bulletproof vests, rendering the bullets ineffective. They had also rigged an explosive device to breach the door, which they promptly detonated. The robbers then charged in, killing all the guards inside. Just as they believed the vault was fully under their control, Mace seized his chance and struck swiftly. He strangled one robber to death, released the zip ties binding his hands, rose to assess the situation outside, then glanced back at the helmet on the floor. As one robber was loading cash, Mace stepped forward and shot him dead. He then stuffed a cell phone into the money bag, a scene witnessed by the robbers monitoring the surveillance room. They immediately closed in on Mace. During the struggle, one robber was stabbed to death by Mace. Meanwhile, two unaware team members handed the captain a pistol. He took it and shot them dead. The heavily depleted robbers prepared to retreat. Mez arrived just then, firing at three robbers about to enter a vehicle and successfully killing one. But during the firefight, the captain struck Mace from the flank. As they exited, those death-staring eyes locked once more onto the robber who had killed his son. They then broke through the police blockade as planned, swiftly reaching the prearranged garage with officers barred outside. Yet one robber turned and killed their leader. The remaining robbers and the captain prepared to escape through the tunnel. But just as they reached the entrance to load the vehicle, the captain drew his pistol. Unexpectedly, the next second, the captain was shot dead by the robbers.
Too fucking slow.
What the robber didn't anticipate was that just as he thought he'd succeeded, his phone suddenly rang. Still unaware of what had transpired, he turned to find a man standing behind him, his identity unknown. He assumed the other man was also after money. Mace replied he wanted no money, only for the robber to read aloud the contents of the documents. The documents contained his son's injury diagnosis and death certificate. Only then did he recall those deathly stares from 3 months prior. Something seemed to click into place. Mace stood up, drew his gun, and began repeating his son's diagnosis while firing at the robber.